Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of IREN, traded on the NASDAQ. As of December 17, 2025, IREN is priced at $36.59. Over the past 3 months, the stock has experienced significant volatility, making it a compelling subject for technical review. In this video, we'll break down the latest indicators, price movements, and what they might mean for traders and investors. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, understanding these signals can help you make more informed decisions. Let's begin by exploring the recent price action and setting the stage for our analysis. IREN's current price stands at $36.59, a notable drop from its 3-month high of $76.87. Over the last 63 trading days, the stock has shown sharp swings, reflecting both bullish and bearish sentiment. This volatility is evident in the daily price ranges and trading volumes, which we'll examine in detail. Understanding these fluctuations is crucial for interpreting the technical indicators that follow. Let's look at how these price changes set the tone for the technical signals we'll discuss next. Moving averages help smooth out price data and reveal underlying trends. For IREN, the short-term averages like SMA5 and EMA5 are at 40.01 and 39.32, both above the current price, signaling recent downward momentum. Longer-term averages such as SMA50 at 54.16 and SMA200 at 25.55 show a wide gap, indicating a significant trend shift. The alignment of these averages suggests the stock is currently in a bearish phase, with resistance levels forming above the current price. Exponential moving averages, EMAs, give more weight to recent prices, making them sensitive to current market sentiment. IREN's EMA5 at 39.32 and EMA10 at 41.77 both exceed the current price, reinforcing the bearish outlook. The EMA50 at 47.34 and EMA200 at 31.94 show a downward slope, confirming sustained selling pressure. This alignment of EMAs typically signals that sellers are in control, and any upward movement may face resistance from these levels. Bollinger Bands provide a visual gauge of volatility and potential price extremes. For IREN, the upper band sits at 52.04, the middle at 44.53, and the lower at 37.02. The current price is close to the lower band, suggesting the stock is nearing oversold territory. The band width is relatively narrow at 0.337, indicating reduced volatility compared to previous periods. This setup often precedes a breakout, but the direction remains uncertain. MACD indicator, which tracks momentum, shows a value of -3.78, with the signal line at -3.07. The negative histogram and momentum values indicate bearish sentiment. Additionally, the MACD momentum at -1.11 and a declining histogram suggest that downward pressure may persist. Traders often look for a crossover or a shift in the histogram as an early sign of trend reversal, but for now, the outlook remains negative. Relative Strength Index, RSI, is a popular tool for spotting overbought or oversold conditions. IREN's RSI 14 is at 35.52, approaching the oversold threshold of 30. This suggests that selling may be overextended, and a bounce could be possible if buyers step in. However, with RSI momentum at -10.66, the downward force is still strong. Monitoring RSI levels can help anticipate potential reversals or continued decline. Stochastic oscillators measure the closing price relative to recent highs and lows. For IREN, stock K14 is at 8.43 and stock D14 at 15.93, both well below the 20 level, which typically signals oversold conditions. This could indicate that the stock is due for a short-term rebound, but confirmation from other indicators is needed before acting. The low values across multiple timeframes reinforce the current bearish sentiment. Momentum indicators like Momentum 10 at -4.53 and ROC 14 at -22.92 highlight the strong downward force on IREN's price. These negative values suggest that the recent price declines have been sharp and persistent. The rate of change confirms that the stock is losing value quickly, which often attracts short-term traders looking for a reversal or continuation of the trend. It's important to watch for any signs of slowing momentum as a potential turning point. Average True Range, ATR, at 4.9 and True Volatility at 13.39 indicate that IREN has experienced significant price swings. Volatility 30 at 7.1 further confirms that the stock has been highly volatile over the past month. High volatility can present both risks and opportunities for traders, as price movements can be swift and unpredictable. Understanding these volatility measures is key to managing risk in such an environment. Volume-based indicators like on-balance volume, OBV, at 707 million and Money Flow Index, MFI14, at 30.01 provide insight into the strength of buying and selling. The low MFI suggests that selling pressure has dominated, while the high OBV reflects substantial trading activity. These indicators can help confirm price trends and signal potential reversals when volume patterns shift. Average Directional Index, ADX14, at 16.65 and ADXR14 at 18.98 indicate a weak trend. Typically, ADX values below 20 suggest that the market is lacking a strong directional move. The plus DI14 at 16.24 and minus DI14 at 31.65 show that sellers have the upper hand. This weak trend environment can lead to choppy price action, making it challenging to trade with confidence. IREN indicator helps identify trend direction and strength. For IREN, IREN down is at 100 while IREN up is at 0, resulting in an IREN oscillator of -85.71. This configuration signals a strong downtrend, as recent lows are being hit more frequently than highs. Traders often use this indicator to confirm the prevailing trend and anticipate potential reversals when the values begin to shift. Key support and resistance levels provide important reference points for traders. IREN's current support is at $34.37, with resistance at $37.78. The pivot point sits at $35.56, just below the current price. These levels can act as barriers or catalysts for price movement, and traders often watch for breakouts or bounces at these points to guide their decision. Looking at the bigger picture, IREN's 52-week high is $76.87, while the low is $5.12. The current price sits at 43.86% of the way between these extremes, highlighting the dramatic rise and fall over the past year. This context is crucial for understanding the stock's risk profile and potential for future recovery or further decline. Volume analysis reveals periods of intense trading activity, often coinciding with major price moves. Notable spikes occurred on days with large price swings, such as November 3rd and October 10th. High volume can signal institutional activity or heightened trader interest, which may precede significant price changes. Monitoring volume trends helps validate price movements and spot potential entry or exit points. Price acceleration at -0.02 and a volatility breakout value of 0.697 suggest that IREN is experiencing a slowdown in downward momentum, but volatility remains elevated. These indicators can signal a potential change in trend or the start of a new price movement. Traders often look for confirmation from other signals before acting on these early warnings. Risk-reward ratio for IREN stands at 5.38, indicating that potential rewards outweigh the risks for aggressive traders. However, the technical score of 46.55 and a trend quality index of 57.66 suggest a mixed outlook. It's important to weigh these factors carefully, especially in a volatile environment where conditions can change rapidly. Bringing together all the technical indicators, IREN currently exhibits strong bearish signals across multiple metrics. Moving averages, momentum, and volume indicators all point to continued downward pressure. However, oversold readings on RSI and stochastics suggest that a short-term bounce is possible if buyers return. The overall trend remains weak, so caution is advised. Looking forward, IREN could either stabilize near current levels and attempt a rebound, or continue its decline if bearish momentum persists. Key levels to watch include the support at $34.37 and resistance at $37.78. A break below support could trigger further selling, while a move above resistance might attract new buyers. Staying alert to changes in volume and momentum will be crucial for navigating the next phase. Summary: IREN's technical landscape is dominated by bearish signals, but oversold conditions may offer a glimmer of hope for a short-term recovery. Traders should remain cautious, use stop-loss orders, and monitor key indicators closely. As always, technical analysis is just one part of the decision-making process, and combining it with broader market context can lead to better outcomes. Thanks for joining this analysis. Stay tuned for more updates and insights on market trends.